Hello. Alright, so this is how to, hopefully you guys can see me a little bit, I don't know. Camera's kinda weird, get some angle action in there. Alright. Oh, I think you can see me still, let me check. Yeah, that's perfect, because then I can stand, I sit right here. I got all of our tools we need. So this video is for my boy Noel. He's always concerned about clutches, and I think he jinxed my ass because my clutch on my 2018 Z900 RS went out. That's okay though. Clutches are pretty easy to replace, so we're just gonna get into that. First of all, you're gonna want to drain the oil. If you can't do that, I don't think you can remove this without draining the oil. You might be able to. It'd probably be really messy though. So couple your clutch replacement with a oil replacement. So first you'll do that, and then you're gonna want to remove your clutch cable itself by loosening these nuts up. Fairly simple thing to do. So you'll take these, loosen these nuts all the way up. It's going to give you so much slack that you can then pull the cable right off, hopefully. Jeez. If we can do it. Some bikes are harder than others. Goodness gracious, I made this one a pain. Pain in the tuchus. I'll probably cut most of this stuff out, so it don't really matter, to be honest. Goodness gracious. I really made this, and I already fully loosened it up here too, which is even more annoying. So, alright, let's try and do it more. The joys of working on bikes. I mean, you don't really need to take it off. Actually, you do. Hold up. You know what? I might be able to do it. Not the cheater way, but the other way. Just taking this, loosening this all the way up, pulling the clutch cable all the way down, and out like that. Oh, I don't want to take that. Oh. Okay, so we got the clutch cable off. Ideally, you don't really want to take this pawl out, or cam, whatever you want to call it, because it can cause a leak. So you don't want to take this out, you just want to take the cover off. I'm going to lay a rag underneath it just in case we get some spillage action going on. Shouldn't really spill too much since I already drained the oil. So now we're just gonna take the cover off. It was super windy earlier, but it doesn't seem like it's as windy now, which is nice, because it's gonna make this a lot easier to do without dirt blowing into the fucking motor. Alright, let's do that. You're gonna need an 8mm. I guess we do gotta take that little cover off in order to get that 8mm out. This is actually a custom cover I made myself. out of forged carbon fiber. Let me go get the tool real fast. I think y'all can still hear me. It's freaking hot out here in Phoenix. Holy shit. Alright, we need Torx bits. Oh, there they are. I think this is a right size. Nope. Yep, there we go. It's just hand tight. I don't really want to break that little cover. Just always a little hand tight, nothing crazy though. People around here are fucking weirdos. I'll tell you that much. Just fucking staring at you and shit. Fucking goobers. Okie doke. I like to use hand tools just to be on the safe side. Also, when in doubt, always use an extension. You don't want to be beating the shit out of anything in the way, any of the covers and stuff. So again, when in doubt, use extensions. I'm just breaking all of them free right now. Get out of the way. Now we could probably use the impact. Nothing crazy. Now it's of course getting windy the second I go to take everything apart. I like to keep the bolts in the same order. Just lay them out the way you're taking them out. That way nothing gets mixed up and you're putting the... I mean, you don't necessarily need to. They should all be the same. But I'm just superstitious in that sense. Worried that you put the wrong one into the wrong hole and it messes the threads up or something. Knowing my luck. Okie doke. That is all the bolts. There are 10 of them. What you want to do is, like I said before, you want this pawl to be like 90 degrees off. For some reason it says that in the service manual. I'm not 100% sure why. Gonna lay the cover down here. Hopefully, yep, just popped right off. There we go. Our beautiful baby girl. That was easy. So yeah, that's the inside of the clutch cover. That's the cam that depresses the clutch, which expands it, so you're not putting pressure on it. So now we're just gonna take this plate out. So a couple things we want to worry about is taking these off evenly. We're gonna want to remove these bolts evenly. If we don't remove them evenly, it could bend that plate, and if we bend that plate, we'd have to replace it. So we're gonna slowly rotate, probably a quarter turn each time out. We're also gonna want to remove all this graphite from the surface finish, because they give you a graphite gasket, which is kind of cool. A lot better than paper gaskets, but now we got all this graphite all over it. That's okay. I think it's pretty easy to remove. So we'll just use a nice clean microfiber. And it says use basically it says use brake clean. Sorry, I'm not the smartest person. So I'm just gonna wipe it down, make sure all of it comes off. It's just graphite, so it's pretty easy to remove. I'm gonna go ahead and remove all this because it might take me a little while, and then I'll start back up. Okay, so we are back. Kind of zoomed in a little bit because you'll probably want to get a good view of this. Lay another thing down. There's a lot of leaves out here, but that's okay. We're gonna want to take this plate off, like I was saying earlier. I think they're 10s. 10 millimeters. Okay. So we're gonna take it off one bolt at a time. Again, use an extension. I just smacked right into the little pusher or puller there. So we're just gonna take 1, 2, 3. We're slowly gonna just about quarter turn each one of these, because again, we really don't want to damage this plate. So there's a lot of spring pressure behind this plate here. And we got new springs. I like replacing everything while I'm in here. Oh, just so you know, it took me forever to friggin' clean this damn gasket surface. There's still a little bit of graphite. I cannot get it all. It seems like it fills any of the little imperfections that are on the machine surface here. So yeah, that took me forever. I recommend, if it's graphite, to get like a flat piece of plastic. It doesn't even have to be a plastic razor blade, just any flat piece of plastic, and just kind of scrape it with it. I recommend the piece of plastic being a little soft though. Looks like there's a piece of towel in one of my bolt holes. So we'll keep an eye on that. That's not good. Yeah, you can literally see this plate shifting and moving, so yeah, definitely try and keep it as evenly as possible. Obviously, the farther you get out, the less spring tension there will be on the clutch plate, so you won't have to be as gentle, but I still recommend just taking it easy. Same with tightening it down. Alright, now it should be almost completely out. Now there's no spring tension at all on it. And again, we're going to replace this part. Yeah, I think you'd have to drain the oil. Like, absolutely have to. Alright, so there's the springs. There's a little plate. That came off. Now this whole thing's gonna come out. That's all that's holding it in there. Usually there's 5 springs. On this bike there's only, 5 springs and 5 bolts. But on this bike there's actually only 3 bolts and 3 springs. Now this whole thing's gonna come out, and we're gonna want to keep an eye on the order of all the plates. In the owner's manual or service manual, it does tell you how it goes back together, but I'd rather not just guess. So I'm gonna go get the new plates, and yeah, give me 1 second. Okie doke. We're still rolling. Let me make sure that the camera's not running out of battery. It ain't. Alright. So we got the new gasket. We got new metal plates and new friction plates. Only weird thing about this, these new ones is, so this bike comes with separate plates. Like separate, how do I explain it? Different kinds of plates. So there's like a, oh nice, well that's good. Bunch of wind just blasting everywhere. Like different, like small, big, small, big, small, big. But we don't really want that. Well, in the new stuff, we don't have that. So I'm just gonna kind of take it easy here. So one of the friction plates came off with it, which is fine. So we got a friction plate, a metal plate. Yeah, there's some bluing action going on here. I believe that friction plate was on there differently than the rest of them. We can take this out, we don't necessarily have to, but I'm going to take that out for right now. Basically everything should just kind of come out now. We don't need to take the center hub out. Ooh yeah, I'm glad I'm replacing this guy. This thing is cooked. These outer plates, not a big deal, but those inner plates look like crap. Holy cow, this thing is donezo. I think that's just the unfortunate side effect of having slipper clutch, to be honest. Because I only have 30,000 miles on this thing. Oh my god, this thing is done. That thing is fucking cooked, dog. Holy crap. Well, I'm glad I bought a whole new everything. Doesn't, I think the only plate that goes on a little different is the final one. Oop. Okay, I'm just taking it off exactly how I'm putting it. Golly, this thing is nasty. What's weird is it doesn't stink like a normal burnt clutch or something. So I think it's just natural wear and tear, to be honest. This is the only, I don't know if this is on any other bike. This is a thick plate, and we have to keep this because the only way to get a new one is from the manufacturer. I don't think anybody sells one of those, so keep that in mind. sometimes it can be a pain in the tuchus to get all of it out. All right, we got all of them out. It's just funny how some of them wear significantly more than others. And we're just gonna kind of put them in exactly how we took them out, except with the new one. Yeah, so I highly recommend soaking at least overnight the new plates. Yeah, these ones look significantly different, but they say they fit, they say they work, so we're just gonna Hail Mary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So yeah, we'll start putting them together. Let me wipe my hands off. Luckily for me, I'm recording this, so if I forget anything, I can just go back and rewatch it. Like I said, it's pretty easy. It's just a little stressful. Trying to remember how everything goes back together. Again, these plates are a little different. I kind of wish they were like the original ones, but they're not, so. So we got one plate, and then, so that's the one plate. And then we got the Big John, the special plate here. That goes on here, like such. And then we got another plate, but in this case it's this guy. These ones look like they're a little higher quality just because they're made out of aluminum. Does that make a difference? I have no idea. Honestly, I never really got into aftermarket clutches like that. But this bike, you can only buy the springs with this aftermarket clutch. And I've heard nothing but good things about this aftermarket clutch. So, just gonna roll with it, I guess. And now we put the new plates in there. I don't know, I kind of like the original, but they're all nasty. We'll just go with it, fuck it. Okay, these plates aren't gonna work.
I was only there for like 10 minutes. Like, I swear down there, and I drove right back to the like, I'm like,
yeah, unfortunately, these actually don't go with this clutch. That's okay. Usually, we don't replace those anyways. Wow. Yeah, that don't fit. That's unfortunate. But it looks like the outer plates do. Let's double check with this guy. Actually, I'll just put them up head to head with this. Okay. So the friction plates are perfect, but they sent me the wrong metal plates. You don't have to replace the these guys. You don't have to replace these, so that's not that big of a deal. I was kind of hoping to, but that's okay. Better than the friction plates being the wrong size, because that would be bad. I don't think it matters which way these go on, but let me double check. We're going to do it exactly how they came off though, so. These are a little blued. That should be okay though. Looks like just normal wear, to be honest. So again, you don't have to replace these. You can, but you do not have to. That's a bummer. But such is life. Not everything's perfect. I just hope that it works out. To be honest. It just don't seem that very... Yeah, I guess it fits the same, so. Alright, on to the next plate. Again, this is kind of disappointing. So do I recommend Barrett, BTE? I don't really know, we'll find out. Again, they sent me the wrong clutch plates, or metal plates. Wait a second, they didn't though. It looks like some of these actually are the same, or the right size. Then what the fuck is this one? B? Steel drive plate. Maybe the final plate is a different size. Maybe I'm just retarded. Hold up, let me check it out. Yeah, that was the final plate. I'm just an idiot. Sorry about that, guys. You know me, I'm not the brightest person in the world. That's stupid. Sorry about that. I do recommend these guys. I'm just an idiot. What the fuck is going on around here? So many fucking weird people. Fucking yelling and screaming and doing all kinds of weird shit. Sorry about that. I'm just really dumb. Okay. That makes me a lot happier. Oh, there's a bit of paper towel in there. Okie doke. Now let's see if this fits on correctly. Yep. I'm just a dumbass. Holy crap. Alright, well that was kind of nerve-wracking. That's okay though. We all make mistakes. Just happy little accidents. Just be confident in yourself and accept when you've made a mistake and move on. I should have known that piece of plastic has a different number on it than anything else. Yeah, I'm just kind of dumb sometimes, but again, we all make mistakes. Own up to it, move on. Sorry, Barrett or Barnett, my bad. Sorry, Barnett. Didn't mean to drag your name through the mud there. I'm just not the most intelligent person. And I'm a Kawasaki, Harley, and BMW certified technician. And I'm still this stupid. Alright, back. So we got, this takes a little bit, just piecing it together. You don't have to put oil on the friction or the steel plates, just so you guys know. It's just the friction plates. Anybody will tell you that. The manufacturer, the instructions that come with this will tell you that. Goodness, there's so many plates. I wish I didn't have to do this outside. But such is life. I'm so dumb, I can't believe I did that. I'm really sorry, that's embarrassing. Alright, think these are the final couple plates. Hopefully she's still recording. Final couple plates. So we have steel, non-steel, friction, and then this is where we put the final friction plate on. And then this one is different from everybody else. Okay. So it goes, that friction plate, this big John right here. This one's different from the rest. And this friction plate go on the actual hub itself. Yeah, imagine that. I'm just a damn idiot. Sorry about that, guys. That was embarrassing. Alright, we'll put it on. I think, hold up. This guy, almost forgot something here. Don't forget about this guy. This guy goes right here. Ding! Dripping a little oil, but that's okay. That guy goes right there like that. And then this this housing goes together. Housing. This friction plate and this piece go like that. So there's a bigger steel plate that goes on the outside, but every other friction plate is the same. So it don't really matter. And this friction plate is different from the rest. It'll sit in between these crests, not inside of it. It's kind of hard for me to describe to you guys. Hold up. Nice, getting some wind. Some wind action going on here. All right, now that we have everything together, I really don't want to, I hope that plate lines up correctly. It's not really a way to tell. Kind of tweaking here because I need this to line up correctly. That's okay. We'll just kind of tighten it down and play it by ear because that inner plate wants to fall off. Got the new springs. I recommend always replacing the springs. Again, I couldn't really do it on this one without getting the upgrade or aftermarket kit. Always tighten it in the first couple threads by hand and then use an impact driver and drive that bitch home. No, don't do that. But yeah. We'll just kind of evenly tighten it down. Oh, there we go. That was my fault. I was just a little off there. But everything slid into place perfectly. So I'm gonna go until I feel them start to tighten up a bit. Golly, the wind out here today is crazy. Divine intervention. Really don't like having wind blowing around while I'm trying to do something. Alright. Okay. Oh yeah, baby. I'm really uncomfortable with that wind blowing around. Well, this video is kind of ass, but that's kind of what I'm going for. Just a raw, more uncut. You're not going to see all the differences. All the friction plates were basically the same. Everything's kind of similar. Nothing crazy. It's just as long as you take it apart and put it back together the same way. Alright, now we're getting into tightening down by ratchet territory. I just want everybody to realize that you can do anything, and it's really not that difficult. Yeah, it takes some time, and especially if you're like myself, a little neurotic, you'll kind of be tweaking about goofy stuff the whole time, which is fine. You also make mistakes just like I did. I didn't realize one of the plates was different. I don't think in the manual it says that it is. It's kind of just like take everything apart the way you put it back together. Or put everything back together the way you took it apart. Which I guess works. Okay, so we kind of bottomed out right there. So I'm going to loosen it up a bit. Bottomed out right there. Loosen it up a bit. That was a little off that whole time. Okay, so now we're nice and snug, and we're just gonna leave it at that. We're gonna drive it around like this. I'm just kidding, but I need to consult the service manual for what we need to torque this to. All right. Kind of just says what I already said. Torque. Do not tighten the 1 or 2 stopper bolts at once to prevent the clutch stopper plate from warpage. Okay. It says torque to 80 inch-pounds. Alright, so I'm gonna torque that bad boy to 80 inch-pounds. Let me see. The cover, tighten the clutch cover in the specified tightening sequence, so we'll have to tighten it a specific way. and that's 106 inch-pounds. All right. So 80 inch-pounds on the little plate and 106 on the cover. Luckily we have this here torque wrench from 1982. Said 80 inch-pounds. This thing's awesome. 1982 Snap-on torque wrench. All right. Again, it said 80 inch-pounds. Just gonna double check. I'm a double, triple, quadruple checker here. Yep, 80 inch-pounds. All right. Alrighty. We're set at 80 inch-pounds. That feels very loose. But I guess the spring tension will, yeah. That feels extremely loose. I can't go any tighter. Alright. Well, trust you, Kawasaki. Better not be proving me wrong here. Let me double check. Golly, tighten alternately. Yeah, 80 inch-pounds. Install the clutch cover. And that's 106. And that has a tightening sequence. I had some scissors. Oh, there they are. I'm gonna keep this bad boy as straight as possible. Here's the new gasket. Make sure that the inside has no graphite there. I had a little bit, but this goes like this, I believe. Okay, now we just put the cover back on. Goodness, I made a mess. I don't recommend throwing anything away until you've really tested it out, because sometimes you gotta put the old shit back in and it's better than the new stuff. I'm not saying that's gonna be the case here, but sometimes that's just life. Alright, let's put the cover back on. Jesus, gasket's a little flaky. I mean, it is just graphite, so it really shouldn't harm anything. Make sure the gasket's in there. It is. Alrighty. This guy's like that. And now we can put the bolts in. I like to put them in how I took them out. At least do the first couple threads by hand so you're not cross-threading anything. And any other don't really matter. I think we can zoom out a little bit now. Let me zoom out. There we go. Okay. So I'll show you guys this. Hopefully you can pick that up. But that is the tightening sequence. Let's see. I don't know if y'all can see that. Right, it's terrible picture quality because I'm using a damn VHS camera. I'm gonna slowly run them in with the gun. Alright, this thing is super speed. There is no slow with that thing. So we're gonna slowly run them in by hand until they kind of stop. I'm gonna alternate a little bit. Oh wow, I just instinctually started doing it the way the book says, except for this one. Ooh, that one, I think that hole had that stuff in there. Remember? Let's take this back off. Fuck, forgot about that. Remember when I said that one of them had like paper towel in there? Actually, we don't have to take it all the way off. Oh, did it come out? It's not in there anymore. Okay. Well, must have came out when I took the bolt out. Yeah, I don't feel it anymore. Weird. Okay. I was gonna take the whole cover off, but I guess that doesn't really make sense. And then I'll kind of clean it off whenever I tighten it down. Just right now I don't really want to get any water anywhere. Doesn't need to be. Again, I'm just tightening by hand. If I had like a variable speed impact, I'd be going super speed or slow on this and getting it tightened down, but my shit is super fucking fast for some reason. And I'm not comfortable with just tightening the piss out of this thing. Alright. Everything's... I'm gonna just hand tighten it. That way now it's correctly seated. Hand tight, now we'll torque it. And I recommend with smaller bolts, you if you get more than a quarter turn out of it, then I would just start doing a quarter turn on everything until you get a quarter turn down. 106 inch-pounds, which seems like a lot for this little bolt, but okay, we got the one bolt. One, two, see we're right at a quarter turn here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, see literally right at a quarter turn. 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm just gonna go around one more time just to be on the safe side. I know it doesn't say to, but this is such a little amount of torque that it really doesn't matter that much. Again, you don't have to do this. You can do exactly what the manual says. But again, I'm kind of neurotic. People will say this is over torquing. I doubt it, because I'm not really getting anything else out of that. Especially now, if it's higher torque, sure, I could see that. But since it's such a low torque, I'm not getting that much out of it. All right, so now we'll put this guy back on, little shield. And this guy I just hand tighten. I don't go crazy on it, because again, I don't want it to break. There we go. Now we'll put the clutch cable back in. Should be easier going in than coming out. I see that. I actually might need to do it the right way, huh? Oh shit, that guy almost came out. God damn it. Well, that doesn't seem right. Something don't feel right now. I hope I didn't mess something up. Holy crap. Holy shit. I don't know what I did. Fuck. I don't know. We'll figure it out. God damn. The joys of doing random shit. Okay, I think that's where that needs to be. Oops. I don't know if I did this right. Well, we'll figure it out and I'll let y'all know if I messed it up or not. I don't think I did. I don't remember it being this far out though. That's okay. Alright. Let's see what's going on.